League when you remember where Bristol Rovers began last August. No ground of their own, no money in the bank to improve a squad of mainly free transfer men, primitive training conditions at a chocolate factory. But my, what a treat Rovers have served up for their fans. As they reported back, Rovers players were still second billing to Bristol League landlords. Ironically, though, this cramped little ground was to become a factor in their success. But firstly, Penrice's problem threatened to set Rovers back. 48 goals, remember, from Gerry Penrice in the previous 2 seasons. But now he knew bigger clubs wanted him. Rovers directors promised him a lucrative move, and Watford paid £500,000. Soon, though, Gerry Francis was talking about another worry. The young goalkeeper he picked up from village football in Cornwall and groomed into England's under-21 international star was also being chased by the richer clubs. Nigel Martyn's ability and potential was persuading Crystal Palace to prepare a British goalkeeping record bid of £1 million for a youngster in only his 3rd season. And Rovers directors took the money. Martyn accepted the move up the ladder of football fame, joining Crystal Palace manager Steve Coppell and those Fleet Street photographers, and now both are rewarded with a run all the way to next Saturday's FA Cup final. But for Gerry Francis, the worry of how his team would fare stripped of its chief assets. Had the directors, in fact, moved the goalposts in the game called chasing promotion? Did Francis consider the sale of Penrice and Martyn as backward steps as regards going up?
I understand the position. This is not an ordinary club. It's a unique club in many ways, what with the lack of finance, lack of ground, etc., etc. And the directors had a difficult decision, having to look at the offer and make the decision on really the club's future, I think, in terms of financial future. Maybe, I think they're looking at a situation where the money that they have or may receive over the next few days may safeguard the future and may perhaps give the dream of Bristol Rovers returning to Bristol.
Now Rovers were to prove they were no two-man team. As regards replacing the Penrice goals, David Mayhew was to emerge as a regular marksman. For a new goalkeeper, Francis took Brian Parkin on a free transfer from Crystal Palace. And now Gerry underlined his coaching ability as he worked with the replacement for the £1 million man. And practice did make perfect. Brian Parkin was to become a leading contributor in a Rovers defence which gradually built up the most efficient statistics as regards goals against in all of the 4 divisions of the Barclays League. And now Rovers could afford to figure in the newspapers for buying players. Carl Saunders arrived from Stoke City. And the new £70,000 striker was soon fitting into Rovers' tactics and demonstrating smart finishing. When the Saunders scoring against Wigan added up to a hat-trick, Rovers knew they need not now be short of goals in the post-Penrice era. Besides an autumn award for Francis for good management, Gerry was to become Manager of the Month as the spring climax of the promotion race arrived. And he had coached that defence into making Twerton an absolute stronghold. Rovers were not to lose a single home league game all season. Study now the basic Francis theme for good defence. Get lots of men round the ball, block the shots like that with sheer numbers, and when the opposition attack the flanks, why, get your own flank men back, like number 11, Purnell. He doesn't have to tackle, just block off an avenue, and when your defenders tackle, why, wait, stay on your feet, and like young Yates, who must have made 100 superb tackles all season, win the ball, and away come Rovers in attack. Against set pieces, get the tall attackers back to defend, like Christian McLean there, saving Rovers in the box. And at the other end, who's scoring? Yes, Christian McLean, and prepared to get hurt for the cause, like all of his team all season. So then, with 6 games left, how did Gerry Francis rate the promotion chances?
we're as good as any team in the division on our day. We can beat any team in the division on our day, which we've proved, and we have done. But the thing is, it's what happens on the day. And as the games go on, there's a lot of pressure games coming up. We have to play Tranmere, Notts County, Bristol City, 3 of the teams that are involved in the 4 that I just mentioned. And they're going to be very, very heavy games, tension-wise, etc. And it depends what team on the day handles that situation.
Rovers handled the situation all right in the crucial away match at Tranmere, with some help from Lady Luck with that deflection, helping Jeff Twentyman's shot into the net. And against keen promotion rivals now, is Carl Saunders fouled just outside that penalty area? Have another look at it and see if the tackle starts inside or outside the line. Well, the decision went Rovers' way, and Ian Holloway was showing consistent penalty success. So then to the climactic local derby at which one club could go up. Would it be Rovers? Would it be City? Well, a nice touch at Twerton as the 2 teams walked out side by side. But there was to be only one side in it when it came to scoring goals. Watch how Saunders lifted himself on the occasion. Lovely pass out to Mayhew. The leading goal scorer was to turn goal maker. And when Devon White couldn't get it right first time, why, he did second time. White again in the second half, underlining that partnership with Carl Saunders. And the way that Saunders was to beat City's captain Rob Newman, a class defender, was high class. Maybe Rovers' thrust of the season, and White makes it 2-0. Ian Holloway's penalty completed a handsome victory that guaranteed Rovers a return to the second division after 9 long years. Well, what followed next was the sheer emotion and the outlet of all the hunger for success from those supporters during all those years down in Division 3. Fans and their favourite footballers savoured the moment of success. The Rovers were up.
Gerry, at the start of the season, did you ever dream that the whole crunch that Division 3 would end up on this one match?
No, not really, but I think with the situation in the club, you couldn't believe that anything would work. You know, it's one of those things.